What's up, guys? Welcome back to another AgroCast. We are here today with a film review game of a 3v3 I played with some friends the other day. We're here on Lipany. My teammates today, well, first off, I am in the red on the French. My teammates are Frankie Dukes in the orange on the English, and KT Roth in the purple on the Byzantine. We're not going to pay attention too much to the other team today, just focus on what we're doing, but let's introduce them. We have a sushi player. His name is Sushi Player. He's in pink. His teammate is Kinj in on the dragon in the teal. And their teammate is Chinese Player in the blue playing China. Let's look at our little scouting runs here. I came through, found my first sheep all the way over here. Was surprised I didn't find his base, as Frankie comes up the gut here, also doesn't find his base, but what we didn't know is we just missed him on both sides. Frankie misses both of them, just barely. KT Roth goes more in front of his own base, but we don't really, I mean, we're not here to talk about scouting. So one thing that our team struggles with, we play team games a lot. One thing we struggle with is going into a game without a plan. And without any synergy, we just kind of like go in and we say, oh yeah, feudal all in, but like, how? What are we doing, right? So in this game, we decided that since French and English work so well together with the longbows and the knights, we would attack together, and then KT Roth would put pressure on the other guy, and we would leave the Chinese alone. China's got the best defenses with the Barbican, so we didn't want to attack him. Frankie finds out this is the China here, opposite me, so we say that's pretty good. I have the mobility. I can get across the map. So we like that for us. Look at this. I came back with 2 fucking sheep. But like I said, we're not talking about the sheep. I feel like KT Roth without bad AI sheep. So the plan is, me and Frankie, we attack together. I bring the knights. He brings the longbows for the inevitable spears. KT Roth puts pressure on the other guy, so he can't help. And then if the Chinese comes, we'll deal with him later, right? So I went School of Cavalry. Frankie is going to be going into Council Hall, obviously, get those longbows out. He's going to put it forward so they don't have to run as far. And then KT Roth going into the Grand Winery. Pretty standard from us. Obviously, we don't know it yet, but we have an Aachen Chapel coming in for the dragon. Nothing coming in for the sushi, and Imperial Academy coming in for the Chinese. I assume they're both going to go into Song Dynasty as he gets the meditation gardens out here. We don't know that. We haven't scouted yet. We just know that China is here. This is pretty poor scouting, but I didn't get any sheep, so I'm like kind of freaking out. Like, oh god, I need fucking sheep. Yeah. They're reaching feudal age. That was pretty quick. I think it was the dragon player. No, that was the Chinese player. Makes sense. They build faster. So here I get some sheep. I think I grab another 3-pack or a 4-pack even. Let's check it out. Yeah, okay, just a 2-pack. I overestimated what I got here. But I do have these safe deer back here, and I told, unfortunate to miss those. I told Frankie, since he's going to go on to earlier farms, I'm going to take these deer. I never ended up taking these deer. But that's besides the point. First night in queue, as Frankie is getting up his council hall, about to throw his guys in queue. Early walls coming in from KT Roth. So he's going to stop them from raiding around the back. So right now, if you look at our scouting, we still haven't scouted. So I'm sending my scout forward. Frankie's going to come back with all of his sheep and then send his scout forward. But boom, he's done with his council hall. Already got the longbows in queue, right? My first knight jumps out on the map at 4:30. And we're going to push forward. We're going to meet here at this gold. That's what we decided, right on this gold. And then we were going to push forward as KT Roth has found the sushi player over here, and he's going to move forward just to see what he's up to. I was expecting the Chinese player to be closer to me, so the fact that he was on this back gold was pretty nice. Puts me pretty safe. Yeah, whatever for that. So here come the longbows. second knight out on the field, and I think when the second knight gets there, we decide to push forward. I'm going to set my scout up and see where this base is, because we still haven't scouted the base. But it's 5:15 into the game. We have 2 knights, 3 longbows, a 4th on the way, a 5th one about to be queued up here, and I'm pumping out knights, right? So I'm pumping them knights. We're finally getting the scouting in. I got my scout up. He's got his scout up. KT Roth has figured out the sushi. He can really just get on this meditation gardens whenever he wants. He did say he was like kind of like booming into delayed units. Obviously, he can't get his units out as fast as we can with the landmarks. But I see this stable coming in, and I don't want this stable to come in. So I'm going to attack with my scout a little bit, maybe try to scare him off, and then dive with the knights. He sees it. I get a charge in, almost kill that villager, but he gets into the tower. So now the plan is, since we saw stable instead of barracks, Frankie Deuce is gonna like hang back a little bit until we see spears, and I'm gonna go in, try to get on the gold, just try to poke and prod, and just be a nuisance, steal this sheep. Yeah, gonna have to get that wood. Try to run in here. They get into the tower, but causing a lot of idle time, right? Because this isn't. I mean, this is just tickling me at this point, right? I got 3 knights, 4th one coming. We got what, 6, 7 longbows. I think he's gonna pick up this scout kill here. One more. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Almost got the scout. He gets up the stables, and I see that horseman come out. And I was like, all right, well, before he gets more horsemen, I'm going to run in. And idiot that I am, I ran in, saw the chapel. I've played so much HRE, by the way. It was my main for almost a calendar year. I thought this was a TC. I didn't want to take the TC fire. He's putting up another stables. Now we finally see his TC, the real one. Not the one that I'm an idiot. And here comes the sushi, right? So the sushi is here. I realize I can't fight this. I need to get out. I do lose a knight. But I'm going to bring these horsemen out, and I can fight this now 4 against 2. So I'm going to go in and fight. And we tell KT Roth, like, hey, so I take out this horseman and I back up, because I want these longbows to be on the, for some reason he kills my sheep. I don't know if he did that on purpose. But now I have just way more knights than he has skilled horsemen. The longbows are teeing off on the sushi, and now KT Roth is staging, right? Because the sushi's over here, and we're letting, like, we're communicating, actually. Like, we have a problem when we play. We just sit there in silence, even though we're on Discord. But now we're communicating, and we're like, all right, KT Roth, the sushi's over here. Why don't you move forward? And these longbows are just going to absolutely tear apart these Jugunu. And then here I come with the knights. This horseman's going to charge, but I'm going to get a huge 5-knight charge in. 6th knight coming in the back. He goes down. Now I'm teeing off on the sushi. He's sending these 1 knights at a time. Or, sorry, 1 horseman at a time, and that's not good. He should be sending them back here and build up a mass. And, like, the sushi's just kind of throwing away units at this point. And here comes KT Roth, right? He's coming in on the gold with his horsemen. He's probably going to pop whatever that ability is to where they heal and do extra damage. I don't play Byzantine. I have no PhD. So I lost a couple knights, and I'm sitting at 7 and 6. I want you guys to remember that, 7 and 6, right? I have to back up because I threw away those knights like an idiot. So we caused a little bit of idle time. I need to get in and help him on this horseman. Miscommunication. I think I was pop capped, so I like built a shit ton of horses and then walled off over here so I could get these deer and these berries. But we kill the horseman. I don't know why it shows. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, spear, spear, spear. So the Chinese guy finally comes in. We're leaving him alone. He comes in with spears. Longbows clean them up so easily. Here come the Jugunu. So I'm facing the Jugunu. He's facing the spears. It's just a nice little combo. We don't have enough to deal with this right now, so we do need to back up. But look at all the damage that KT Roth is doing while the Jugunu over here. Okay, so I'm going to lose another knight. I think I'm going to lose another knight, which is 7 knights lost so far. And maybe 6 in a scout. We do need to get out of here, though. So we call for the retreat right after I lose these fucking knights as well. But the longbow mass is building, so he's dealing with these horsemen kind of alright. I mean, he's not going to be able to fight all of these horsemen. But the sushi player is completely off of gold. Because he has no units to defend this. And as we call for the retreat, I'm just going to pause it really quick. I'm going into a little farm transition here. I'm out on these deer. Frankie's going into a more of a farm transition. We have 38 villagers. They have 31, 24, 35, 37, and 37. So we did good work there, right? He's got 24 villagers. I know they make slower, but like he was so worried about the defense, I think he missed a couple Qs. So even if you're not killing villagers, you're at least getting in these guys' heads. And here comes KT Roth. Just, I feel like he's gonna dive this. I didn't see much of his harass. Obviously, I was dealing with my own shit. So we decided to back up and restage our army in this area again. I'm walled off, so I'm pretty safe. This is a wood line. I don't know why it's looking like that. Going into farms. That's a kind of an ugly English farm, but he's going to put another one there, so it's actually not that bad. And here comes the raid by KT Roth. He's had to deal with... This sushi player's had to deal with supporting his teammate, and now he's getting harassed himself. As we watch, his villagers are going down. He's only at 32 now. He's gonna ring the bell, which these villagers were not in danger. And so this raid by KT Roth has done wonders for us. As look how many units from the dragon it pulled off. So instead of chasing us down, as a couple spears and Jugunu are idling over here with more spears, they have to deal with KT Roth. And he's gonna back up here as we're staging our army. I see these spears and I call out to Frankie. I'm like, okay, spears. They don't see me in the hidden forest. My guys try to run over to them. That's these damn knights. They kind of have a mind of their own. And then I pull him away, call for Frankie to come over, and he just obliterates the spears. This is a good amount of horsemen from the dragon player. He's got 6 gilded horsemen coming in. But we can't sit and do nothing forever, right? And the sushi player is coming in. The dragon player is coming in. They're staging an attack on KT Roth, and we don't see it. He's putting up this tower here. He's gonna. I think that's what turns the tides and gives us the vision. We're staging our army, getting ready to attack again. I bring these knights back. I brought them back to my base a while ago to heal because I got chivalry. And now he's seeing 2 armies, so he calls for our help. See the response time. A couple seconds, right? Would love to see Frankie Duke's response time a little higher. Come on, Frankie. Response time. But I have 8 knights coming in to help, and I spot these Jugunu. This tower goes up to give us some more vision. Or he pulled the villager off, and it's just so very close. I see the reinforcements coming in. Dominate the reinforcements. He was trying to build a ram, so it was great timing for me to come back. These gilded horsemen come over, so I asked KT Roth if he's got spears. He does have a Lametnai out, and he's going into more Lametnai. So we decided to just fight this, and here come all the longbows. I'm going to lose some knights here as we go into the military. The Chinese guy hasn't done shit. Sushi player kind of carrying, and the rest of us doing our thing. He builds a proxy barracks up here. Not sure why. Nice little KD here, 20 to 10. That's what you expect from knights. Lost a couple more knights, but we really cleaned up. And here come the spears. And Frankie Duke says, bring the spears to me. I lose another knight. Longbows. KT Roth going into mass longbows. So these spears are not long for this world. Got longbows here, longbows here. They're just going to absolutely torch everything. Still making knights. Gone into 2 more stables. So we're just going to absolutely clean up this fight, right? We clean up the fight. Go kill this barracks. I want to pause again. Just take a look at our bases. I'm fully walled off here, so I feel pretty safe that I can just send my army out. Just got to the guild hall. Unfortunately, I'm going to leave that on food and never collect, which is embarrassing. But I'm back on these deer. Going to go to those berries. Frankie is going into... Let's look at the current resources. It looks like he's going to go into castle here and get into more farms. KT Roth already going into castle with a lot of olive groves, so he's getting a ton of olive oil. So we decide... We just killed basically 3 armies, right? They brought all 3 armies over. We killed it all. Let's make a little bit and we'll push forward. That's not what I want to do. Guys, I really want you to look at this number. 23 and 11. Just... I mean, obviously, I've seen the stats at the end of the game. Just 23 and 11. Still pumping out villagers. Eco's looking good. Going into some stone with 1 worker. Should probably pull a couple more of these woodworkers over to stone. But I'm worried about, like, counterattacks. I pulled all my units over here. I probably should have just gone right with Frankie Dukes and done the exact same attack as before. We go to the dragon because he has nothing defending. They didn't build any walls in this game. And so I'm going to come in with KT Roth over here as the Chinese player gets into castle and is just doing his own thing, right? He's gone into farms on the back of the base. He's stonewalling off. He's just kind of doing his own thing. And I decide to send some knights to the gold because we saw they were on the gold earlier. Plenty of Lament Knight here now for KT Roth to deal with all these gilded horsemen. Frankie Dukes just booming, going into mass farms. I think he's gonna put his white tower in here soon, just protect himself. Look at all those villagers that just got killed. So it's just like hit and run strategies at this point with the knights. Like, get this guy, get out. That's my game plan right now with the knights. Dive in on resources and get the fuck out of there. As he goes into an insane amount of farms, just connecting their bases. He is sushi, so these farms are cheaper. So it makes sense to go. You can do more of a big farm transition rather than gradual. But our English player is also going into farms. It looks like he's trying to go into a delayed second TC, which I like. And I'm going to dive in. Let's just check in our vision. I'm going to dive in on his wood line, find a couple more villagers. But I see the spears coming, right? So I'm like, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm out. Get out of here. Because I don't want to fight these spears. I don't want to lose any more knights. Don't think I lost any there. Spears coming in from the Chinese player. Like, he's only sending a couple spears at a time. So I try to just run away, right? As KT Ross in a big fight killed a lot of gilded horsemen. So even if he has to get pushed back, this was huge. And Frankie Dukes putting a forward outpost in. I'm on the farms, but I don't want to deal with these spears. So I'm gonna run because I have the speed. So I'm getting out of there. Might lose another horseman there. Not sure. Sorry, might lose a knight to a horseman, but I don't think I do. I think I just run away. And I have, look how many more knights I have here, because I'm just so focused on my micro of these knights. KT Roth cleans up the attack over here, and here comes 38 longbows. 2 of these guys are still in feudal, so these longbows at this stage in the game are just money. As this white tower comes in, securing his farms. I do think he's going to go into his second TC if you look at the current resources. It looks like he's building, and then he's going to go back to stone and get that second TC. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. But I'm so focused on running around. I see these walls, and I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll go run back around. Spears aren't chasing me. And then Frankie comes forward, finds a couple villager kills. 3 go down, and these horsemen... This is actually funny. On comms, he goes, oh, I need help. And then he just turns, he goes, actually, I think I can just kill these horsemen. And he just turns around and obliterates them, and my additional 10 knights come in for the assist. He didn't really need the knights, though. More of a fight, but this is going to be just an absolute destruction with these spears. I run my knights out, but I'm focused on burning this wall down. So I do lose track of these knights, and they run back in. I do lose another knight. As we look at the military, Frankie Dukes, 57 kills. KT Roth, 58, and then me only 12 deaths. So we're really doing work here. And in comes Varangian guards now, because the Juganoo, they're not going to deal as well against the Varangian guards. We're keeping these guys in feudal. KT Roth is staging, and I'm back on the farms. I'm sending 10 knights from the left, 10 knights from the right, and we're back in on the economy. Hollywood's building a ram. Like, guys, we don't normally play this well. This was just like, this is the best game we've played in a while. We were just totally in sync. The synergy was there. The communication was there. I kind of wish I had all of these units in the fight as I just spread across the map. I am staging for a keep to get some cheaper villagers. I have enough, so I should probably throw one down. And here comes KT Roth, just abusing the sushi players. Should probably get these guys into the fight. We're not perfect, right? We might have played well, but we're not perfect. Back on the farms. The Chinese player tries to help by sending villagers. Ram comes in, still on the farms, just absolutely torching onto the wood line. KT Roth making it so, like, executing the plan perfectly, making it so the sushi player can't send units. Cut his units off here. I don't know where I guess he was running to his teammates' TC. Just killed all the villagers as we look in. I have 73. 7. He's down to 7 economy. 21, 63, 76, and 64. So this game, it's over. So we don't have to just look at our view anymore. Palace Guard's coming in from the Chinese player, but the longbow mass is so high that it's just not doing anything. One thing I do want to look at is our vision. Forward tower. Forward tower. Forward tower. I think he had a tower. No, that was the other guy's tower. But I think he puts another tower up as these units come out one at a time. He's going into men-at-arms now, just getting obliterated. He's got 7 units left. Or 7 economy left over here on the sushi player. And KT Roth is in his base. And he's got nothing to defend himself. So this one's, I mean, at this point, this game's over. We don't know that he only has 7 left, obviously. And we're just, like, left the Chinese player alone. And attacked the dragon, because if you attack his eco, it's very hard for him to stay relevant. Such safe farms here. Safe gold. I can go over to this gold, too. KT Roth is walled over here, so we could trade if it went to the long game. He's getting relics. He's in on the base. Now he's coming to the farms. I race him to the farms, because I think he's trying to steal my farm kills. But like I said earlier, this guy has nothing to get on farms. 9 economy, 0 military. Took a while for him to GG after this, as this guy has 0 military in these 2 bases. And the Chinese player is just kind of chilling, just doing his own thing. All the production, right? So much production buildings, but he's like, I can't really help you guys. Should have ran your villagers to my base earlier. Look at that, 117 and 13. Remember when it was 20 and 11? That's what I wanted you guys to remember. It's insane. So many villager kills with the support of my longbows behind me, killing any and all spears that come by. Men-at-arms now coming into the fray. Another forward tower. Let's go back into our vision. We can just see the whole map. Frankie Dukes has just towered up everything. We have vision everywhere. And this game, I mean, this game is over, but I knew I'd do a lot of making fun of my friends on this channel, but I wanted to post this film review just to show we're not always terrible, right? Yes, we could have done things better in this game, but sometimes we actually play well. I did eventually send in my my unit mass that I had here. We take down the 2 bases, and then here comes the Chinese. Big nest of bees shot, to be honest. I think okay, kill that deer. It's not sure that was necessary, Frankie, but yeah, we killed that deer. We can still make fun even in the games where we play well. Another forward tower. Look at all these forward towers. He's gonna get this attack speed bonus once this tower goes up. I just decide to skip by these guys, kill the nest of bees. I mean, it's a formality at this point. We just want to look good. Spears on my knights. I'm going to lose a couple more knights. But here come the longbows, the Abadia Tuye, Love these units. If you're a frequent watcher of the channel, you know that I love these units. Looks like another Nest of Bees shot, so we're going to back up a little. And I think we try to run around. I don't remember. All I know is that we're dominating. The first surrender. The Chinese player surrenders first, actually, which is funny. And then we kill the last landmark and win the game. So that's a little film review of us doing well. I just got to gas up my friends sometimes because I make fun of them a lot in the Goalie Legends film or series. So hope you guys liked watching us dominate that game. And thanks for stopping by.